Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the cafe. My name is Barista, and of course, it's not just my name, it is also my title. More than happy to get you something to drink tonight. How are we all doing this evening? Hello, Nova. Hello, Hadai. Always lovely to see you here. Ugh. Apologies for the delayed beginning. I guess I can't really call it delayed. I'm perpetually late. When I die, I'll be late to my own funeral somehow. There's gonna be like a traffic accident in front of the hearse, and I'm gonna be like half an hour late to my own funeral because of something like that. I'm calling it now. You being a little shit gremlin? Well, as long as you're having fun. Here, I'm not the little shit gremlin. Everybody else around me is, and I just kind of have to deal with it. So let's hop right into it, shall we? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it. Oh, good. As long as you're having fun. As long as you're having fun and nobody's getting hurt or anything. That's what's important. Yeah, so I think we decided that the game progress bar is more of an indicator of, like, achievements as opposed to, like, actual in-game progress. I think we determined that with the first one, so I don't see why that would be different with this one. So let's jump on in. Jump into the coffee pool with both feet first. I'm pretty sure the layout of this newspaper is different than it was yesterday when we read it. I wasn't exactly sure I liked... Well, I didn't want to end right off. I wanted to at least read the stories and stuff. Which we did. When we found out alien sightings increase. Is this an invasion? Is that a reference to the fucking anime guy gesturing to a butterfly? Is this a pigeon? I hope so. It probably isn't. But I just like that meme too much. Let me have this one. I don't know why every single time, as soon as I get on stream, it's just a fucking yawn fest. Like, I'm not tired. Obviously not bored. It's just, for some reason, maybe I'm trying to communicate with other aliens who aren't Silver or Amanda. Maybe they speak whale, that's what I'm trying to get at. At least it's pretty. A researcher responds over alleged algae invasion. Which, again, they made killer algae to deal with an overpopulation of invasive lionfish, I think it was. So now they have that to deal with. And Dwarfira Tech teams up with Golemix Industries to produce self-healing concrete technology. Okay, but can it keep the potholes fixed for more than 2 months at a time? Because, holy shit. Yeah, so we read that story. Don't think we caught up on... Yeah, no, we didn't catch up on people's Tomodachi stories. For example, Lucas has some cute selfies. Looks like he's advertising sunglasses. He says, "You want to know where I got all my awesome sunglasses? Check out my good sponsor here. bit.ly/LucasOnSunnies. Been working with them for eons and I always love their stuff, but y'all know that already. Wink emoji, hashtag ad." Oh, he changed his profile picture again. He is no longer ballin'. He's, is he doing a fucking mukbang? Is that what I'm looking at here? Jesus Christ. Like, he looks like he's on a set. Because he's got the microphone and everything, so I assume he's doing a mukbang video. know what? Good for him. Riona says, normal schedule. So if people got their deliveries needed to be done, they'll be all over it. And Aqua says, I'm very lucky to have people who's with me no matter what, and I won't take it for granted. It's been a minute since we've seen her. I wonder if we'll see her in Myrtle today. Or soon. I miss them. Coffee lesbians, I miss you every day. Instead, you're leaving me with this fucking guy. This fucking guy who has such a basic voice, I can never remember what it is I give him. Riona gave us her business card. That she wants us to give to Georgie next time we see him, so she can talk to him about the various goings-on of the case that Georgie's been investigating. Also, I don't think I noticed this before. Why is there a fucking pink teddy bear on the shelf? It's cute. I'm not complaining. I'm just asking a question. Heya. Apparently, we're very distracted. Knock knock. Anyone there? Oh, we made him sad. Mr. Bailey's, hi. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you come in. How are you tonight? I'm alright. But you look pretty distracted. A penny for your thoughts? You can have them for free. I was just pondering the hidden side of things. How different the world is under the surface compared to what we think it is. Nothing and no one is exactly what they appear to be. Funny, I was having similar thoughts on my way here. I guess now that we spend so much time on social media, people believe we can be summed up in a picture or a sentence. But it's not like that. It's not that easy to know someone. Even if that someone is yourself. Especially if that someone is yourself. Sounds like we agree on this. We sure do. And it's been on my mind a lot in the past few days. Does that have anything to do with your wedding to Miss Lua? Got it in one. How are things on that front? A few days ago, we decided to take some time apart to think. That sounds ominous. No, not my coffee, heteros. They're the only ones that are allowed. No, I don't mean it like that. It wasn't a breakup or even a break. Ugh. Whew. We've been through so much, there's no walking back on our relationship now. But sometimes you're so together that you lose sight of the big picture. The big picture, you know? I think I see what you mean. So we decided to give each other a bit of space. And figure out what we really want out of our wedding. And more importantly, out of our marriage. I see. Have you made any progress on that front? Do you want the short version or the long version? Which version gets you to buy a drink? Probably the long version. I'm always here for the full story. Alright then, I'm gonna tell you everything. But I think I should order first. Sure thing. What can I make you tonight? I'm not feeling fussy. Anything warm would do. So, anything really. Makes sense. What about some herbal tea then? Hibiscus? Butterfly pea? Not like that. Butterfly pea? Not like that. Or hibiscus sounds great. With milk and honey, please. People don't seem to be going for the hibiscus as much, so let's go with the blue with milk and honey. Guess who realized that she forgot to unmute the game? There we go. Now we got that ambient rain. It's such a pretty latte. I do not dare futz about with it with my latte art. Serve it! Here you go. I hope you like it. Thanks, barista. This is so nice. It brings me way back. You know how I'm not really in touch with my family anymore? Yes, I'm sorry about that. Don't be. I don't even miss them most of the time. In the end, they're just a random bunch of people. And we don't have very much in common. It's good that you've learned that about yourself, Mr. Baileys. I think so too. There's just one person I miss, but I've been missing her a while now. Ah, someone who passed away, I'm guessing? Exactly. Spot on again, barista. I used to have a very close relationship with my great-great-aunt. When I was little, my parents fought all the time. I still remember in my bones how that made me feel. The fear that one of them, or both of them, would walk away and abandon me. Desk, how dare you? Thought I'd be so distracted I wouldn't notice you throwing boba at me. Rude. But since that's not what you ordered, tell me what you would like instead. I will make that up for you. I did take a peek around for more of that tea that I made for you yesterday. They didn't have it at the store I went to. Like, they had the brand, they didn't have that particular flavor. So they might have it at another store. I was thinking of stopping and checking at some point. A bit ironic in hindsight, but then it was many years ago. Yes, it's quite normal for a little child to care about their parents. No matter who they are or how they behave. Oh, the same. That's true. Anyway, I spent almost all my evenings curled up into a ball in my room, trying hard not to listen to all the shouting. Aww. My head. Pat, pat, pat. Except when my gran came to visit. Oh, is that what you called your great-great-aunt? Your gran? That's a sweet little nickname. Love that for him. Which reminds me. Not that her being around prevented the fighting, mind you. Elven high society is amazing at keeping up appearances. Except in front of family. But she got how it made me feel. So she went out of her way to take the sting out of it. She would keep me company and bring me a cup of herbal tea. With milk and honey in it. Aww. Drinking this now with you feels a lot like family again. Sounds like she was a perceptive person. She truly was the best of them, until she got sick. Oh no, how did that happen? I thought elves don't get sick. Ah, see, that's a part of elven disinformation. Elves don't get sick with your little run-of-the-mill colds. But they do get big, bad diseases like everyone else. And it's not uncommon for us to die from them. Except there's this assumption in elven society that if you live the right sort of life, you'll pass away peacefully in your bed. So that's what families say, most of the time, when someone dies. Incidentally, that also means they need to pretend everything is fine until the very last moment. So that's what they did to my aunt. to basically shut her in during her last few weeks. That sounds really awful. It's so awful, in fact, my face is stuck in permanent grump. For some reason, Vignon just loves getting my fucking face stuck today. God damn it. I did manage to visit her, and she put on a brave face, but it was clear she wasn't happy. But then, she wasn't very happy before that, either. At least she had you. Must have been little consolation, but yes. I'm glad I was able to be with her. I think I came very close to being trapped with those people. Pretty sure she would have hated that for me. A little part of me hopes she'd be proud of me right now. I'm certain she would be. Thanks, Barista. Here you are, letting me blab on again. That's more than fine, but... do you think growing up among conflict might explain why things are... well, a bit difficult to work out sometimes between you and Lua? I definitely think that's part of it. In fact... oh, hold the fuck up. It's me, I'm the fuck up. I will be right back. I'm not pleased with my face right now, and not just because my face itself is unpleased. Pay no attention to the barista, not behind the counter. Yes, that's exactly it. Well, I needed a little readjusting anyway, so I wouldn't be covering text as much. Hopefully. There we go. Okay, let's see how long my face will stay in one spot, because I've had to stop and restart my program 3 times because I simply do not know how to fix it. I mean, I could just push through it, but I'd rather not. Anyway. Good evening. Hi, barista. And hi, I don't think we've met before. I'm Silver. I'm Bailey's. Nice to meet you. And I'm guessing you're Amanda? We are, but you do not appear to be a hive. How did you? Lua told me she ran into you a week or so ago. Oh, the nice earthling we met on our first night here. That is a satisfactory explanation. And so, you are her date? I'm a little more than that. I'm her fiancé. Truly! Fiancé is a successful outcome of dates with a 0.013p probability. That must be really small. I don't know what unit that is. Congratulations on your excellent odds actualization. Thank you. Now, Cafe Offspring, we are wishing for a drink. Cafe Offspring. Jesus Christ. That's definitely a new one. I mean, that's an accurate description of who we are. We are indeed Cafe Offspring. Cafe Offspring? How did you acquire that new title? Hey, look at that. My skirt gives away the fact that I'm still here. Ahem. Alright, sounds like something I shouldn't fraud too hard. Never mind me. You were about to order, Amanda. We were. And what we wish for is a memorable parting experience. Ah, I suspected something like that. Last visit in a while, huh? That is accurate. I take it you've completed your research on Earth? Almost. We are quite satisfied with the outcomes of our missions. Interesting. That sounds like there's a story there. I know, right? The first person in this whole game who can actually read the fucking room. But first tell me, what sort of experience are you after? We wish to have something we've never had before. Time to get creative then. Yes, take care not to reuse any ingredient you have served us in the past. Well, I'm pretty sure we've not served you hibiscus. And I don't think we've given them milk. Maybe we can just do like a hibiscus latte. That seems pretty safe. And hibiscus is definitely an experience. It's not for everybody. But we're gonna make it vaguely resemble them. Got little stars all over the place. This is the best at latte art that you're gonna get out of me. Then what we do? Perfect. Serve it. Here you go. Hopefully this tastes new to you. It does. And our phone notification is probably... Oh. Not actually. Oh, we've unlocked the last of Bailey's thing. Punk, been listening to Pumpkin Spice since I was a wee lad. What I'm doing with my life, escaping bloodlines, experiencing life one color at a time. One day I will have my own solo exhibition. Good for you, buddy. It is at least 56.941% different from anything else we have experienced. We are, as Earthlings would express, delighted. According to our calculations, this is our 39,846th new experience since arriving on Earth. Damn, you're about to hit that big 40k. Are you gonna make that 40k be Warhammer? That's quite a lot. Perhaps, however, most of them were rather insignificant in nature. Oh. What about this one? This one is in the 99th percentile of significance. Is that good or bad? She means it's very significant. Right, Amanda? Very much so. We enjoyed this place, and we will miss it. That's... Don't mind me. Getting a bit emotional here. Who's cutting onions? Onions don't belong in cafes. Anyhow, I trust the agent gave you no more trouble? Ah, that one was quite close, actually. We had a little brush with the authorities, you see. Yeah, Lua mentioned that. He made her really angry. She was still seething when she came home that night. Ah, please tell her I'm grateful for that. Well, that agent kept looking into things even after his second visit here. But that's where your help really came in handy, Barista. My help? I plead the fifth. Yes, that card you got off of the agent. We asked for help from an associate to run it through the mind you call computer. Oh, okay. Once the contents of the card had been unveiled, we analyzed the language of its communication, which is quite an interesting mix, if we may say so. It is roughly 60.0923% syntax and 39.9077% mathematics. We then led a polynomial time attack on its encryption, expressing the ciphertext as, The point is, Amanda managed to get into the fire system. She obfuscated all mentions of any of us or saved beyond recognition, and some totally legitimate orders came in to send the agent to Europe on an urgent mission, which should last more than long enough for him to forget all about us. Woo! That sounds incredible! Does sound thrilling. Ah, it was a very simple matter of applying Hive knowledge. Be that as it may, that's great work, Amanda. We are pleased. Amanda is amazing. But let's not forget who got the card in the first place. You really helped us there, Barista. Thank you. I'm very glad to hear that, and very relieved. Yes. We have thought on it for a while, and we have decided we do not care for that sort of excitement. Not if it makes our siblings so sad. Aww. You've really gotten a hang of emotions now, haven't you, Amanda? Thank you, Offspring. If that is the case, we are content. That means our mission is well and truly accomplished. Did you come here specifically to pick up Earthling emotions? No, we came here for the purposes of general Earthling research. But it appears to us now that emotions are one of its most interesting aspects. We will be submitting a, you call it, academic paper. Uncontrolled stimuli and reflexive neural patterns, deep-level communication in Hive versus non-Hive species. Wow. That's how you know it's serious research. I don't even understand the title. Yeah, Silver's been non-binary since the beginning. Like, masculine non-binary, like he, they, or they, he, but Silver's always generally been referred to, like, with they, at least by the barista. They are my dad. They're my dad. Woogie, woogie, woogie. Amanda was always the brains in the family. That wasn't your only mission, though, Amanda, right? You just wanted to use the Pog emote? Well, you could just use the Pog emote whenever you want. You can just do what you want. Throw it in there. I'm gonna throw Lucas in here just because I can. No rules. There's no rules on emote usage. If you're leaving, does that mean... Yeah, there you go. Throw them around. Throw us some little guys and gals and non-binaries and such. If you're leaving, does that mean... Oh, they bottom emoji. Yes. Pearl and I did go out on a date. Right, you're looking for love, aren't you? I am. I was. I think I may have found it. Is this how you met my mother? Wait, wasn't the first date a really short time ago? Just a couple of days. But I've been waiting a while, and I really think this is it. When I took up this mission from the Hive, when I came to Earth. During this entire process, when I changed and changed, what I was hoping was that someone would see me for who I am. And I really think she does. That's so great, but I'm curious. Doesn't being in a hive provide that experience of feeling seen? It does, and it does not. And in fact, we hope that is something our research might improve. The hive sees thoughts and desires, honestly, but it is not able to communicate the reasons for those desires. The emotions, as it were. We do not dwell on those, nor will we start to do so in excess. But it seems to us now that they may be worth conveying. At least to some extent. Yes, what Amanda said is a part of it. I was very unaware of my emotions when I first came to Earth, and I was really bad at communicating them clearly to others. In some ways, I still am. It will always be harder for me to grasp them than for most people. But when I started to understand them, I was both fascinated and scared. Which is not an uncommon experience, I think. It's really not. It requires a good deal of courage to look at your emotions honestly. It certainly requires some time. And even more time to find someone who can look at them with you. And not get scared and take them as they are. Someone who can see you clearly and kindly. It is a precious thing that happens, huh? A rare and beautiful thing. Has that been your experience with Lua? It definitely has. I almost forgot how much it mattered, too. I'm lucky that I have good friends who reminded me of that. So, does that mean you and Lua found some answers? They're calling you out, Nova. It's okay. I give you latte and I give you love. I'm still working on the head tat. I should have it up and going tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then by Thursday. Oh, the heck with it. I can't hold my tongue any longer. I'm sorry to interrupt your goodbyes, you guys, but Barista, I'd like to officially invite you to a little surprise ceremony, which will take place 3 days hence. Wow, that's some answers indeed. Look at Amanda, they're so excited. If they want to study in human emotions, they should stick around. Yeah. Taking a little time to think really cleared our heads. We'd gotten bogged down in the details, and in our own insecurities, to be honest. So we decided to make it simple again. No fuss, no massive expense, nothing like that. Just us and our closest family members, whether we got them at birth or chose them ourselves. Yes, this is the kind of shit I was expecting for y'all, or I was hoping for y'all. I'm very touched, Mr. Baileys. Ah, come on, Barista. You know you mean a lot to the two of us, as does this place. Speaking of which, I also have Hyde's invitation here. Oh, that's so cute. Love that. Well, Hyde and Gala's invitation, seeing how that's his obvious +1. Called out. Would you give it to them when you see them? It would be an honor. Who's cutting onions in the cafe? Onions don't belong here. Silver and Amanda, I don't have a card for you, but you're in the Café family as well, so I'm sure Lua won't mind. Café family! Fast and Furious Café edition. It's all about family. That's exactly how that goes, right? Café Oh good, this water will hide my tears. I'm not crying. I just hydrated. Would you like to join us for the party?
Party? This is our first experience being invited to a party. It is 99.999% pleasant and 0.001 disappointing that we have to refuse.
Yes, I truly appreciate the offer, Baileys. Sadly, we're leaving Seattle tomorrow.
Really?
That's more sudden than I expected. Dad! Are you going back to space then, Amanda?
Not yet. We are going on an adventure.
Yeah, we're just sweating through our eyes. The steam from the espresso machine for steaming the milk and stuff. It's really getting to me. That sounds very exciting. It really is. Amanda and I are taking a trip through the country. Maybe even a bit further if we've got time. We're basically going to be tourists.
Tourist is such a fascinating concept. Although our sibling explained it to us multiple times, we still find it very hard to comprehend. We always thought that traveling must have a mission, a purpose. But it seems that tourism is traveling with no other purpose than traveling. Which is, in essence, circular reasoning.
It may as well be, but it's still a lot of fun. In fact, I'd say that's the real purpose of tourism. To have fun, relax, to see beautiful things. Enjoy life, you know?
Enjoyment as a purpose. That is new to us, but we are 99.999% excited to try it out.
So am I. Never been out of Seattle since I arrived. I guess I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to blend in. That I would have to restart everything from scratch. But knowing that you're here, Barista, that I always have a place to return to where I'll always have a place to return to where I'll feel home. Well, that makes me a lot less nervous. I'm very happy to hear that. Maybe those ghosts or whatever that's causing Georgie's problem have invaded the cafe and are cutting onions. Just to make me cry. Ahem. I think I should order a drink. Of course. What can I make you? I'd like it to reflect the spirit of our upcoming adventure. But I'm also in the mood for something sweet and soothing. So sweet and soothing, but with an adventurous kick? Yes, that's exactly right. Then how about some hot chocolate with something extra to make it fun? Ah, I'd love that. Hot chocolate with some sweetness and some spice would be amazing. Okay, so chocolate, sweetness. Hey Ghost, how you doing tonight, hon? Been thinking about you. Welcome in. Now, when this game says spice, 9 times out of 10, instead of, a traditional quote-unquote spice that I think of, like cinnamon, it usually means ginger. So let's see how that goes. Oh, hey, I think we made this once accidentally. The ginger's like cut in the shape of a rocket ship. And there's like a whole little landscape going on. It's a 299.792.458. You could be better? Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Ghost. Hopefully you get to spend some time here with us and just chill out and maybe take your mind off of things for a little bit. Right now we are still doing... Oh no! Right now we're still doing Coffee Talk episode 2. Quite a few things have happened. So Silver and Amanda here are going on a cross-country trip, I guess. starting the day after this, so we're probably not going to see them again. Oh, you've been playing it too? I'm glad you're enjoying it. Like, even if you don't play it for the story and you're just futzing about with drinks, like in the endless free mode, it's a lot of fun, I think. Yeah, so these two are going on a road trip together. At least I assume it's a road trip. Do either of them know how to drive? This is an important question. Bailey's and Lua have decided what they're going to do about their wedding. They're basically, I'm not going to say elope. Elope doesn't seem like the right word, but they're just going to have a small ceremony with their closest friends and family. And they, in fact, invited us. Fast to make, fast to drink, and the best start to light year guided adventures. Actually play Wish I Love because it feels like I'm actually a barista. Yeah, right? I think they struck the perfect balance of gameplay where it's not like too hard or too easy, but while also still making you want to keep going with it, if that makes any sense. Here's a 299.792.458 for a light-speed traveler.
Oh, we like this name. It is evocative and adventurous.
Evocative? My day could have been better, honestly. It was a long-ass day at work. Got there at like 10:30 and didn't leave until like 8:45. But hey, bills gotta be paid. Oh, it's time to hydrate. Thank you, Goat. Yeah, so the big important thing is that I've been tasked to work on another mini exhibit at one of my jobs. My boss and I got most of the things that we want to put on there already set. Just a matter of doing formatting for them. And that's what I get to do tomorrow. Yeah. You know, picture formatting, doing some brief word write-ups, things like that. Nothing horrendously, like, tedious or boring or anything. I think it's quite fascinating. Yeah, but as much fun as, like, reliving childhood where you didn't have any responsibilities would be, there's certain knowledge that comes with getting older, I think. That, and if you're a kid, how are you supposed to play rated mature games? Like, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. Evocative?
Yes, it is the speed of light, not evocative of great adventures.
The speed of light. Oh, wow. Way to target your audience, Barista. I try. Thank you.
But do you like the taste silver?
I love it. This is exactly what I wanted. It's got the spicy kick of ginger to start with, which keeps you on your toes. Taxes. I still gotta do those at some point. I should probably do that sooner than later. Deadline's coming up. I'll have to just crank it out in an afternoon, I think. And it's not like I don't have the paperwork. I'm looking right at it. Just a matter of sitting down and fucking doing it. Then the honey makes it sweet and comfortable. In fact, it reminds me of you, Amanda.
How does it taste remind you of us?
I guess he's saying that you're sweet, but with strong character as well. That's about right.
We do not entirely comprehend it, and yet we are pleased.
Well, that's settled then. Whenever you miss Amanda Silver, you can come here and I'll make you this drink. I'd like that. Thank you, barista. Whoa, careful there. You don't want to spill a drink you enjoy this much. Ah, you're right. I'm just so excited, I can barely sit still. I can imagine. First trip across the country is a big deal. It is, but that's not the only reason I'm excited. Okay, that was quite the dramatic pause. I really want to know what you're gonna say now. You guys seem to lead very interesting lives. Oh, not at all. I think I'm quite a boring person. With a secret society and an alien background. It's true that some of my life circumstances are a bit unusual, but this particular thing is very commonplace. I am... There it is! Yay!
Our sibling is excited because his date will be joining us. And in fact, we must be fair and acknowledge that we may have misjudged her based on her lack of facial symmetry. Although Pearl's features are 9.231% different from left to right, we agree with her movie analysis 99.999%.
What's my favorite coffee? That is a very good question. I guess it sort of just depends on how, like, what I'm in the mood for. Like, I'm always good for, like, a nice hot cup of coffee. Nova. Nova, I see you. I see what you're doing. Okay, Ghost, I'll think about your question while you're gone. Oh wow, you're already back. I did not think about that very much. But no, I really like coffee as like a vehicle for other flavors, if that makes sense. So usually what I do is I do whatever kind of coffee. I usually do medium to dark roasts. Usually with milk in it. Any kind of milk, really. I usually go for whole milk, but recently I've been doing unsweetened vanilla almond milk. And that little hint of vanilla also just really enhances whatever other flavor I end up putting in it. Because I usually tend to do sugar-free flavor syrups. And sometimes I'm in the mood for something fruity, like sometimes I'll do, I've got strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, lavender. But sometimes you just can't beat a classic vanilla. Yeah, like a vanilla, a solid like caramel vanilla type deal. It's always a pretty solid option, I would say. Yeah, you sit there and you hee hee hee. I see you. You want to know a fun fact about that game? The only reason I even know about that game is because, one of the guys who, like, was in charge of it, I don't know if he was, like, the director or straight up the creator, he is the guy who voices Ares in the Hades games. So, that's the only reason I even found out about that game. So I said, hey, this looks interesting, and I might play it on stream someday if I get it. And here we are. RJ, your human form looks very cute. Your regular form is very cute too, but you look very cute. So yeah. Having fun with the one and only barista. Well, I'm not the only one, but I do appreciate it. I appreciate this, Anthony. Okay, now on all of the tabs. I am on all of the wrong tabs right now. Okay, that's still looping. Thank you, Nova. I do appreciate it. Maybe we'll get into that after, I can ask you a question? I guess it must be... I guess it would only be fair if I asked you a similar question. Maybe not necessarily what's your favorite, like, coffee. But, like, what's your favorite drink in general? We'll probably... That'll... Blah, 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 blah. English, motherfucker, do I speak? That will definitely be a thing to play in the future. Not sure if it'll be immediately after this. I'm just gonna be hearing this music in my head all the damn time. Love watermelon with dry strawberries on top. Hint of lemon. That does sound pretty tasty. Also, I love watermelon. Watermelon anything is very good. Mayhap sometime I'll also have to get the DLC for that. But let's... Instead of thinking about games for the future, let's focus on the game that we're playing now, after we get a good stretch in. And another hydrate. Look. Taking the hydrate with me. Enjoy this nice upskirt of nothing. Oh, ads. I keep forgetting about ads, honestly. Reminds me, I'm pretty sure there's probably a command for Seribot about that. Let me do that real quick. There we go. Okay, that should be better. I hope. And if it's not, I'll fuck around with it. Figure it out. Would help if I was not trying to sit here and open windows that are already open. You and me both, Ghost. I'm just sitting here. I love how we like came across this one sort of on accident, because it was just so goofy and in line with Silver in the first game that it became the theme song of astronaut-themed aliens. This song specifically, I think this one's called, yeah, Zazie. Let me share it. Here's the YouTube link. Classy by Kevin. That's that. You do hear rain, in fact, because it's part of the ambient sound of the game itself. Because, so we learned the hard way with, like, the very first stream I did of the original Coffee Talk, that they will, in fact, mute, yeah, of course. They will, in fact, mute your VOD if you have the, like, in-game soundtrack playing. They don't like it. So I decided instead, I was gonna go and pull up, yeah, all the music that this guy does is, you know, royalty free, so he's very explicit on that people are free to use it with whatever. In fact, yesterday's stream, part of the VOD got muted for an incorrect claim. It said there was something else. It was when we were on on a break anyway. But but it popped up with like some random ass song I'd never even heard of before, and I was like, "The fuck? This is not what was playing." So I appealed it, and it was immediately taken. Like, you know, the VOD was unmuted. Like that one segment that it had been. But it was like, it's too much of a headache to try and go against Twitch with these kinds of things, I think. I'm all for sticking it to the man, but like, yeah, exactly, Ghost. I just think it's not worth it. Like, why bother trying to fight John Twitch himself and making him upset when I have this workaround of, I'm just gonna play this free-to-use music that I properly attribute instead of the in-game sound, when I can also still have the ambient in-game sound effects of rain and the coffee machine and the door opening and shit like that. It's the best. Exactly. Better to be safe than banned. Wow. Hold on. Amanda, you have met Pearl, and you talked about movies. Oh no, Ghost. And now she's joining you two on a holiday. How did any of that happen? We watched Orc Westerns all together last night. Pearl likes them a lot as well. He looks so upset. He just looks so distraught. You don't exactly sound thrilled. Fortunately, she also likes space travel operas. Ha, I see. Learning couple compromises the hard way. I suppose so. Well, I'm glad to hear that she's... Why am I giving myself somebody else's voice? Ah, you did indeed get me, Ghost. I was getting very worried there for a minute. I was like, oh no. I was about to go and fight John Twitch himself. Well, I'm glad to hear that she's met Amanda and that they got along. Does that mean she also knows where you're from, Silver? She does. In fact, I told her about that on her first date. You know some people from John Twitch? Oh, okay. So I'll let you handle it then. Wow, that's very brave. It's very hard to put yourself out there under any circumstances. Reveal something so vulnerable to someone you've just met and are starting to like. It takes guts. Ah, you're very kind, but I don't think so. To be honest, I hadn't planned it that way. Although I have always felt safe here with all the regulars. I know that not everyone would be open-minded about me. And so I wasn't sure I'd say anything to Pearl that night. But as we were talking, I was so happy to learn more about her, about who she is, and I realized that I didn't want her to have an incomplete picture of me. Alright, Ghost, you go do what you gotta do. We will more than likely still be here when you get back. Coffee break. Fair enough. My past is a part of me. Your Uber Eats isn't here yet? No! I'll go fight John Uber. Or I guess it's his brother John Uber Eats. Wonder what's taking them so long. I hope they aren't eating your shit. If my goal is to find someone who sees me for who I am, then she needs to know about that too. And in the end, that was the right decision. Well, I will say that if she'd heard your story, and that changed how she viewed you, then she wouldn't have been worth your time anyway. That's so true! He may be an annoying little twerp sometimes, but he's a good dude. What did you order, Nova? I meant to ask before when I was complaining about fighting John Uber Eats. That's fair. But still, even knowing that, I admire you a lot. The truth is, again, this is a bit of a strange thing to say, but I think I'm proud of who I've become. Oh, Silver. And I want the people I love to be proud of me too.
What is proud?
Proud is... For yourself, I think it's when you start to be satisfied with what you're achieving. Especially if you have to fight to get there. Your GPS is fucked up because it's taking them in loops. Oh, I hate that shit. Like, I don't very often have to get, rideshare like Uber or Lyft or anything in my town. But on the rare occasions I do, I make sure I'm standing right in the parking lot. Like, I'm the only person around, so it's like, can't miss me. It's been going on for almost half a fucking hour. What are they, fucking stoned? Jesus, haploid Christ. Also, why am I getting pinged? Get out of here. And for others, it's when you think of someone you care about, consider who they are and the way they're acting, and it just fills you with joy. This is pretty solid perspective. Oh, but they look older. Did they have a problem unfolding the map then and refolding it to put it back in the glove box? Ugh. Look, I'm not even I'm sure I'm not even anywhere near where you're at, but I want to go on your app and rate them poorly just because this is stupid.
Ah, we see. Then we are definitely proud of you.
Oh. He needed to take a drink to process that. You two are a really sweet family.
And so are you and Miss Lua, Mr. Baileys.
Heh, true. Chosen families can also rock.
Yes, when we met Pearl, we came to a conclusion. There is no difference in nature or expression between a family that you are born with and a family that you acquire by choice. both demand work and understanding. There may be minute differences in the specific process, but the bond appears to be 99.999% similar in the end.
Almost 200 deliveries and not a lot of compliments. Ugh. Sounds like they are passable at best. Like, obviously not doing bad enough to, like, get kicked off or anything, but
Not really good enough.
to have people be like, wow, this person's great. So it is. Well, we should probably get going.
Yes, we must go pack.
First time I see someone get excited about that specific part. What Amanda really means is that I must pack. While she analyzes the earthling ritual of folding shirts, rolling up socks, and so on. Bro, to maximize your packing space, you gotta roll everything. Roll your shirts, roll your pants, roll your underwear, roll your PJs. Roll everything. Makes everything take up less, like, space. Like, less surface area. Source, bro, just trust me.
Precisely. This is further information for our research. We are thrilled.
Poor Silver looks so fucking haunted by the mere thought of getting observed while rolling socks. They're like, I don't want her to see me rolling my socks. What the fuck? That's totally how that works, right? Good luck, Silver. Indeed. Do enjoy your trip, both of you. I hope you'll tell us all about it when you're back, Silver. I will. Good night to you two, then.
Hasta la vista, strangers.
Huh? Or questerns. Ah. Bye to you, too. There's never a dull moment in your cafe, barista.
I try.
Speaking of which, would you like to hold some party or after party for your wedding here? Yeah! Let's fucking go! I know it's not a very large space, but perhaps, whether we'd like it, we'd love it. Honestly, I didn't want to impose, but there's no place that could be a better fit. And I don't mind that it's not very large. It's going to be a small, cozy wedding. Blue breeds hope there was no way to talk over it. Yeah, that really sucks. So this is perfect. It's settled then. Lou is gonna be over the moon when I tell her. In fact, I'm gonna go tell her now. That is a very exciting prospect. It really is. Thanks again, barista. You're like a guardian angel for us. Ah. And on that note, I'm off. Good night. Oh, there he goes. More like a guardian hive mind. Good night, Mr. Bailey's. Cafe latte. Caffeine boost dominated by milk. I would definitely do that, Nova. Call upon the old, deliver in 30 minutes or it's free kind of deal. Because clearly it's already been that long, and whatever you ordered, it might be shit by now. Like, it might be bad temperature, or at least not great temperature for what you ordered. Or something. Not even gastronomical sciences. It's just, get the food, take it to the place, deliver it. It's not hard. No need to apologize, Nova. I'm fucking fuming on your behalf. I'm pissed. Do you at least have a way to heat it up or something? Or is it one of those things where if you try to reheat it, it's gonna be even worse? No, no. I mean, I guess I asked 2 questions. Is that yes, you have a way to reheat it? Oh no, it's Taco Bell! Cold Taco Bell is the worst. Not the soda! The soda's gonna be watered down, the food's gonna be cold, and... Ugh. Well, I hope it's able to get some kind of resolve. Like, sooner than later. Because holy shit, dude. Well, I'm gonna take a short little break here. I gotta get up, refresh my drinks and all that. So, enjoy the little art roll. Hopefully enjoy the music, and hopefully your fucking food comes. 'Cause Jesus. This is ridiculous. But I will be back in just a couple of minutes. I will see you soon. We are so back. Welcome back, everybody. Hope y'all were able to enjoy a nice little break. Get up, do some stretches, get a drink, get a snack, do what you gotta do. Thank you, Hadai. Today we are back. It is Saturday, September 30th, 2023. We're getting closer to the full moon, which hopefully, I don't know if that's where we're gonna end up, but I know Gallo's got his Fury coming up, and he said he was having some PFS, pre-Fury symptoms. Hopefully he's doing okay. ZXX20 virus vaccine booster ready for distribution. How many people are actually gonna get it? I'm not claiming there's some kind of hoax to control from the government. Neko Mimi driver crashes truck filled with catnip, suspected DUI. Now who the fuck thought that was a good idea? Oh, we've got our regular fucking cat guy here. Let's have him deliver the catnip. It'll be fine. UFO previously spotted by Space Guard fighters. A very determined hot air balloon. Hi, Aqua. You can sit there for a minute. We can look at you and... Oh, Jesus, this is a long one. Today's story, Whatever Souls Are Made Of, by Ralia Almott. I didn't expect to see him here. His coffee shop around the corner of this busy city, my safe place. I thought, after the breakup, this place would be another memory he locked up and kept in the closet, never to be visited again. He hadn't seen me yet. Good, I convinced myself. I didn't need another emotional roller coaster after today's load of work. All I wanted was a cup of coffee, finish work, maybe read a chapter of my old copy of Wuthering Heights. Should I go somewhere else? Nah, this coffee shop's my place. I was the one who introduced this place to him. Hell yeah, stand your ground. It should be him who leaves this place. I mean, he was the one who left our relationship. Pretty sure leaving is his thing. Owned. Meh, screw it. What I need is the bitterness of coffee, not a broken love story. Oh-ho, my favorite customer. What kind of flavor shall I offer you this lovely evening, ma'am? Cup of cappuccino with less of the weird-ass flirting, please. Lyra sported her signature cheeky smile. Fingers danced on the cashier's keyboard while she logged my order. Salty today, are we? Near, I thought my weird-ass flirting is the reason you keep coming here. Always with the cheerful attitude. She was actually one of the reasons I kept coming back. If I ever let that slip, though, I'd never hear the end of it. Pretty barista was dosing the coffee as she studied me and my restless face. Hey, are you meeting him? He's been here for a while, you know. I watched her tamping the portafilter as I collected myself after that question. I'm not. I didn't even know he'd be here. They don't talk much nowadays. Should I kick him out? I have the power to do so if you want. No, it's fine. But I could use more of this supportive Lyra in the future. Keep this attitude for me from now on, okay? My banter felt thin. Nervous? Maybe. Why would I be? We're over. End of story. Well, good luck, girl. Lyra imparted me her sincere smile as I left the counter to go to my table. You know, good luck, babe. I sipped my cappuccino as I switched my gaze between my laptop and the shop's decor. Wuthering Heights laid there, my bookmark sticking out near the book's spine. You remember? He read this book in one night so he could talk about it with you. A thought came dancing unannounced. After a while, he finally made his move as he approached my table. Can I? He asked, his hand on the chair in front of me. I stared at his eyes for 2 seconds before I answered with a shrug. So, How are you? He began, letting a silence pass beforehand. Better than ever. Busy as ever, my eyes laser focused on my screen. Don't look at him. Do not look at him. That's so... you. Well, sorry for trying to survive in this world. Pretty sure he was taken aback by my cold retort. Duh. I didn't need to see him now. Go away. Sorry to come here to your safe place. I just wanted to check on you. Just wanted to see if you're okay. Of course he knew this was my safe place. I was an open book to him. I always had been. Well, I'm as good as any broken-hearted office lady could be, so job's well done, pretty boy. Shit. Old habit came back to me. You're still angry with me. That wasn't a question. A full-point sentence observation. You know what? I was, but shit happened. Maybe we were just not meant to be, and that's that. I could live my life fine without you before, and I can certainly live my life now. Another silence as we stared at each other. Sorry, work. Something else came up demanding to be taken care of. I steeled myself and gave him my best cold stare. I wasn't going to show him how broken he had made me. This girl was ready to take on the world, and a sad love story would not be her downfall. You know, I think we were meant to be, just not meant to last. I was pretty good at reading his emotions by his eyes alone. Those eyes used to mean the world to me anyway. And yet, they're a stranger's eyes now. You and your pretty words, boy. I felt so messy. What was I supposed to say to all that? I wasn't sure. Was I angry? Should I just yell at him and storm out? Was I sad? Was I hoping that this could be a chance to reopen that already closed chapter? I wasn't sure. This just felt like a mess. He looked at my copy of Wuthering Heights. Whatever our souls are made of, yours and mine are made the same. Maybe we should have known that isn't a good thing, just like how that book goes. I couldn't help but give him a smile, albeit not a happy one. Of course, a part of me wished that this could be a chance to rebuild the burnt bridges. Wouldn't it be nice to have him back in my apartment, like we used to? There's still a part of the world we haven't visited together, isn't there? Well, this story is finished. No use thinking about it now. It's over. That's what you want, right? He said that and sat there silent, his stranger's eyes on me. Just because our story ended like this doesn't mean you were not the best thing to ever happen to me, you know? Of course I know that, I replied, trying to be as coy as I could. One wrong word and I just knew my tear ducts couldn't hold it anymore. What's with this messed up situation? Did we think this would happen when we promised to be with each other? Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine were made the same. We promised to never haunt each other, didn't we? Damn. I wonder if these are like the same characters that are going through, because I know in the past stories, the character has referred to the guy love interest as Pretty Boy. I guess I could go back and reread it if I really wanted. Let's see what our friends are up to. Nothing new on anyone's profiles. So, oops, all stories. Georgie says, I told my wife that she needs to embrace her mistakes. She gave me a hug. Damn! Also like that the only like other than us is Lucas. Rachel says, I'm taking an easy day because self-care is important. Don't forget to take a good rest once in a while too, everyone. I feel like she posted something similar like recently, a couple days ago in game. Lucas is calling in an early night. He says, good night. And that's it. Thank you for waiting, Aqua. Hello, Miss Aqua.
Hi, Barista. How are you?
Good as usual. How about you?
Um, honestly, lots of things have happened. Can I order something first, though?
Of course. What would you like?
Um, can you make me a cup of chai?
Oh yeah. It's like tea, probably ginger and cinnamon. Yeah. Serve it. Apparently we have not made that before. Spiced tea from Southern Asia. There's only one tea drink we haven't made yet. Somebody else is posting on, we unlocked the bottom level. Her favorite things are Full Metal Conflict, video games in general, and grandma. What I'm doing with my life? Moved to Seattle to achieve my dream of advancing technology as far as we can. Trying to find the place and person where I belong while doing something I love. She's reaching for the stars, and hopefully she lands among them. A cup of masala chai for the lady with eclectic tastes.
Thank you. It's delicious.
You're welcome. So, you were saying?
Oh, right. It's just, I've been busy working on my game.
Ah, I see. How's it going?
It's pretty difficult, but I'll manage.
I'm glad to hear that. How's that contract you talked about the other day going?
Oh, that. I rejected it, of course. There's no saving it, really, which is a shame. I truly like their games, but with all the shady requirements they had, I could tell they looked down on us small developers. And the scary thing is, if I hadn't known what I know now, just because they were a publisher I loved a lot, I would have overlooked all that.
That's understandable, though. You trusted them not to take advantage of you.
Well, it has to be fair for both of us, right? Because at the end of the day, it's business.
But, I don't know.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, I tried negotiating with them.
Oh shit, really? That doesn't seem like something you would do.
Because I wondered if they still had any good faith left. Don't tell Myrtle, okay?
Okay. I mean, we haven't seen her since the last time we saw both of you, so, your secret's safe with me. Probably, anyway.
But as I expected, it really didn't go anywhere. Instead, they insisted they're doing me a favor since I'm just a small developer. And I wasn't thinking rationally or in business terms.
Oof. That doesn't sound like good faith to me.
Right? Considering the unfair conditions they're expecting me to accept, they could have at least been polite about it.
I doubt they care, though.
Yeah. That aside, Myrtle is coming here soon.
Oh, good. It's a good thing I grabbed a drink. Alright, just making sure the YouTube playlist loop is on. Great. So you two made up already?
Yes. We apologized to each other.
Nice.
I know I was probably being a little confusing. I didn't explain the context I applied to the situation very well. But she made it clear that she understood why I was anxious. And she apologized for assuming. That really helped. Now she's helping me speed up development.
I'm happy to hear that. Is that her lady fair? Let's go, coffee lesbians, let's go! And to drop those pogs in the chat there. I mean, I guess I didn't have to. I just really wanted to. Hey.
Hi, Myrtle. We were just talking about you.
Okay. Nothing too terrible, I hope. Don't worry. Only all the good stuff. Anyway, sorry, barista. I won't be ordering today.
Why?
We don't have time. We're going to the expo sale, right?
Oh, you're right.
Expo sale?
We're hunting new parts for my PC. It's been a bit slow lately.
A bit? She's joking. It's pretty much in its death throes. We're going. We're building you a whole new setup.
But
If you just want parts, I can always give you mine. But at this point, I'm not sure it'll be any help at all, to be honest with you.
yeah. No, you're right. It's time to move forward with the productivity. I've been putting off upgrading things for a while now. So it really is time for a better setup.
That's the spirit. Go big or go home.
Sorry, barista. Seems like we have to go now.
Aw, coffee lesbians, no! You just got here. Wah! Oh well, it happens. I'm just gonna sit here for a moment and enjoy them. Having some ice cream.
Thanks for the drink. I'll see you later.
Yeah, take care. Safe trip, and good luck. And the lesbians are gone. Let's see. I guess I'll go over today's checklist. Ah, Henry! And ooh, hi, Gala. It's a good day to be me. Well, hello, gentlemen. Hey, barista. Barista. Nice seeing you here, Henry. How goes it? Good, good, good. I see you're doing good, too. This probably isn't the voice I gave him last time, but I think it sounds right. As usual. What do you want to drink, Henry? It's on me. No, 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 no. That won't do. Well, let's talk about bills later. So what'll it be? You first. You sure? Okie dokie. I'll have one STMJ, please. Very direct. Very mindful. Very demure. Ginger. Honey. You finally got your food. Let's go. I hope you were here like a minute ago. The coffee lesbians were here. You missed the lesbians. No. Yeah, both Aqua and Myrtle were here. They basically had to cut and run because they were going to get new parts for Aqua's PC. But it was at least nice to see them. But now we've got Rachel's dad and Gala here. One STMJ coming up. Oh, it smells so nice. Spot on. Thanks, barista. To quote the meme. You're very welcome. How about you, sir? God fucking damn it, Dave. Oh, it's my turn. Something with ginger, please. Anything else with that, or I'll just give you fucking ginger water. Well, what would you recommend? Anything from your new tea line is fine. Oh yeah, I got it. I'm not always up with the memes, but if it's like older style memes that are like Vine kind of style, I get a fair amount of those at least. I don't know if you would call God fucking damn it Dave Vine. I think that one's on TikTok. The point is, I get it. Ooh, I see you have a new selection. Yes, we have blue pea, not like that, and hibiscus tea available. Hibiscus, huh? You should try Tejahe Rosella. It's pretty good for this kind of weather. I don't know why I've decided Hendry is very jowls. Sounds familiar. It's ginger steeped with roselle buds, another name for hibiscus. Anything else in it? Well, it's a bit sweet. Interesting. I'll try it then. A Tejahe Rosella. Yeah. Rosella. Now I've just got that stuck in my head. Oh, and we have to give him this. It's the invitation to Bailey and Lua's wedding. Bailey's and Lua's wedding. That we were asked by Bailey's to pass on to either Hyde or Gala. The invite, it was initially for Hyde, but even Bailey's was like, yeah, we both know Gala's gonna be his +1. So whichever one you see first is good. Serve it! What's this? Oh, it's Bailey's and Lua's wedding invitation. Really? For Hyde? Oh. Way to go, barista. The date is really soon. Could you pass it along to him, since I'm not sure when he'll be here? Okay, sure. Thank you. A piping cup of Tejahe Rosella for you. Thanks. What do you think, Hendry? Does it look any good? Uh-oh. It looks about right. Smells good too. Try it. Yep, it's good. Glad I passed your impromptu test. So what's been going on? Did I miss anything? Something happened, didn't it? You can say that. I think the officer is coming too, by the way. Alright. Fucking man hours over here. As for me, I'm just glad my fury is over. Oh good, he didn't try to break down the door again. Well, he didn't break down the door, per se, but like, He didn't come here, and we didn't have to deal with a scary werewolf. A fun little detail is that on the screen that shows up between days, where it shows like the outside of the building, you can also see what phase of the moon it is. So if you're keeping an eye on that, you get a pretty good idea. Or at least if he did, he didn't do it here. Maybe him and Hyde made use of those fuzzy handcuffs that they got at the end of the last one. Are you okay, though? I'm fine, as you can see. How are you managing, Hendry? Did you get your checkup? I did. Rachel pestered me to get it done all week, so I had to do it. Good. There's no doubt I need to slow down. I can feel it in my bones. Time is a harsh mistress, as they say. Ain't that the truth? But I don't think you get to complain, though. Why not? You know my body isn't what it used to be anymore. Oh? I mean, compared to my prime. What, are you saying you're an old man? Are you saying you're like... Yeah, never mind, I'm not even gonna finish that thought. To quote our friend Zoe, regarding Gala, smash. 50 years ago. Still, I said what I said. I'm kidding. Truth is, my body doesn't hold up well when I'm transforming anymore. Oh, is that so? Yep. The soreness doesn't go away as quick as it used to. Harder to get up in the morning after all that. Yeah, he looks like he'd give nice, a nice solid hug and cuddles. Like today. I know the feeling all too well. Especially in this kind of weather. And why the fuck do you live in Seattle? Weather's like this all the time. Rainy as shit and everything. Like, yat, as the kids say. That's how they say it, right? That's the thing they do? I don't fucking know. I was at work a couple of weeks ago, and I think I told the story, but I'm gonna tell it again. This girl, definitely teenage girl, and her mom come up, and they're buying some pants, and the girl keeps saying, yeah, exactly, Hadai, totally, yo. Well, she kept saying that the pants they were getting were so Sigma. And I'm just like, fuck. Is this how they actually talk? I tried to raise the stakes and cause a mild bit of embarrassment, and I said, are they gonna give you the Skibbity Ohio Riz? I honestly don't remember how she reacted at this point. It was such a strange interaction, I think I've shut it out of my brain. And after like a minute or two of attempting this, the mom was like, I don't even know, I don't even get all the slang anymore. I was like, girl, I'm 30, I don't get it either. I'm just here. I can't keep up with the kids and their Skibbity Ohio Riz. I don't have the aura for it. Yet. Oh. It's like my body knows if a storm's gonna get worse. But do you feel it in your joints? You got that cat arthritis? The weather forecast can match the accuracy of my joints. Same. It's not even all my joints, it's literally just the one. But I can't, I feel like the metal, gives interference. So it's not completely accurate. I just know, ow, ow, my foot hurt. Yes, I know gyat definitely refers to when somebody's got, like, a big ass. Sir Mix-a-Lot would be... I think if Sir Mix-a-Lot were to re-release his song today, it would go, I like big gyats and I cannot lie. I think that's how that works. Today on Slang Lessons with Barista, gyat. Featuring reference to one-hit wonder Sir Mix-a-Lot and his song Baby Got Back. That's okay, I almost called him Cisco because I was thinking of the Thong song. But I knew that wasn't right. And I still almost did it anyway. What in the goddamn... This is what I get for accidentally clicking in the wrong tab. Skibidi Toilet is the Gen Alpha brain rot. Yeah. I went to GameStop recently. Not because I was looking for games, but because I saw they had an Apom plushie. Which, is perfect for me because I've decided... God damn it, Saribot, I'm talking about Apom! But I saw they had an Apom plushie, and I've sort of decided that, you know, Apom, Ambipom would be, my partner if I were in the Pokemon universe. So I went and treated myself, and I got it. He's just a little guy. And next to the register, they had, you know, those, like, blind package things where you buy them, you get, like, a little figurine or whatever inside it. They have that for goddamn Skibidi Toilet shit. What's my favorite Pokemon? Bulbasaur. Like, zero hesitation. He's number one for a reason. I will fist fight anybody on this. Okay, maybe not that intense, but... Your local Target has an entire aisle for Skibidi Toilet. I'm not surprised either, but you know what? I wasn't gone long enough. That... I gotta stop doing that. Anyway. I'll be right back. I must go. My people need me. Grass starters are all the good ones. I agree. Speaking of grass starters, I think in the new Legends ZA, I think is what it's called, I've seen Chikorita's one of the starters. So, love that. Love a girl boss taking her throne. Oh god, why am I pogging? Guys, I broke my face again. Hang on. Hendry and Gala just get to sit here and laugh at my misery. Yes, Tepig, that was the other one. So I was like, I know that one of them isn't correct. Like, one of them isn't. There we go. Like, I knew it was 2 of the Gen 2 starters, and then one of them was out of place. Because, I think Cyndaquil has a Hisuian variant. So it makes sense that it wasn't going to be in this one. There we go. But yeah. Bulbasaur. Number 1 for a reason. Tahusi. I hope I pronounced that right. Please tell me if I didn't so I can correct myself. Grass starters are all good ones, but what is your favorite? It can be for whatever reason. Aesthetics, stats, battle prowess, whatever the fuck. I just really like Bulbasaur because I think he's a cute little guy. He's one of my favorite little guys. I literally have multiple Bulbasaur plushies. Oh, you love that grass snake? I like how smug he kind of looks. He's all, heh. Look at me, I'm a little smug snake guy. And then definitely becomes a snake guy because he loses his arms. He goes through inverse wooperification. Favorite grass starter is Rowlet. Love Rowlet, big fan. His smugness drains from his external limbs to his face. Rowlet is very friendship. He's just a little orb. Pretty sure I have a Rowlet plush too, actually. Because, Y was the first Pokemon game I picked up in my adulthood. And I just always love good grass starters. They're just good little guys. I'm also a very big fan of that one meme where it's like Rowlet going up against some kind of freaky ass legendary and he's like mid turn around. He's like, "You seeing this shit?" Also, pardon the jankiness with that head turn that just happened. Apparently the Unknown from Dead by Daylight took over my body temporarily. Just... I don't know how into Pokemon you are, but there's something called a Soul Link where two people team up together and play a Nuzlocke of a Pokemon. I have heard of that, but I've never even done a Nuzlocke of my own. I mean, obviously, well, not obviously, but I know what it is. But it's not something I've ever done. The most recent Pokemon game I think I've played, my partner got me a copy of, I think it was Scarlet, and I started playing it, and I started getting into it. And, we do not know where the cartridge is. In fact, we're under the impression that a former friend of his might have, stolen it. But that's neither here nor there. Maybe someday I'll get it. Or maybe I'll get into Legends Arceus, or... I don't know, something. In the meantime, I do have, I forget if it's Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee. It's one of the Let's Go games. Which is sort of like a remake of the first gen, from what I've heard, from my understanding. Could be wrong. I also have the new Pokemon Snap game I have to finish. Nova, what are you doing? Are you gonna sit here and laugh at me like Gala and Hendry have been doing for the last 5 minutes because my face got stuck? And it's not even just that their sprites are giggling. Hendry's literally sitting here. Maybe I shouldn't do that. My face didn't like. You're doing research. Uh-huh. Okay. See, I'm not even saying anything. They're just both laughing at me. Well, lucky for you, ginger is great for sore muscles. Yeah. Hello? Oh, they did say Georgie was coming. Alright, it's man hours. Hey, folks. The man of the hour. Are you, Georgie? Barista, what I miss? Some very important weather talk. Is that so? Sounds like I missed a ton then. Yeah, we're talking about how accurately Hendry's joints can predict the weather. How are you? How am I? You're talking about my case? Well, I don't even know where to begin. Hendry, you know nothing about what I'm about to say, right? Oh, what are we talking about? Barista, you should have primed him before I got here. We were too busy talking about the weather and joints. Not the fun kind, the movie creaky kind that get arthritis. Arthur, write this. Not your secretary. I don't care. Nobody's gonna get that. And that's fine. My bad. In my defense, I didn't know you were coming until Mr. Gala mentioned it. Excuses, excuses. Man, I'm just a barista and I'm getting bullied by all my patrons. You seeing this shit, chat? I'll help explain it to Henry. In short, there's been a string of car vandalisms nearby. There we go. There we go. So he's trying to figure out if the tree being gone has anything to do with the case. I imagine if we could see Henry's tail, it would be puffed the fuck up. Like, look at his face, he's just like... I can't get my eyes to open wide enough. And that's where we are now. Yep, that's about it. That's a lot to take in. Anything new happened since? Well, I tried something. I set a few candles where the tree was. I used my lighter and things happened. Mind backing up a bit? These evil bunnies are not they feel like bad omens. Ominous bunnies for ghost activity. That's what it is. Feels like there's a lot of context missing here. Yeah, probably. Well, I'm warning you. Everything I'm about to tell you is real. I mean... like, frankly, I'm not overly pressed about it. Because, like, my backlog is already so massive that I think part of the reason I started streaming in the first place is to give myself an excuse to actually sit down and play stuff that I have not played, and maybe some things I have. So, I'm not overly worried about it. Though I do appreciate the thought, Nova, I really do. It'll sound a little crazy, but no, I haven't lost it yet. Got it? Loud and clear. Oh, you found out how to game share? Neat. I told Barista about my lighter a little while ago. How it might be connected with the fairy market we talked about before. Really? In what way? The lighter was my grandpa's, and there's a chance he bought it from there. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, what a coincidence, eh? Anyways, my daughter likes this sort of mystery stuff, right? After talking to her about what's been going on, she believed my lighter was the key to making sense of all this. Gave me some pointers. So, I went back there last night, to the spot, you know, to where the tree used to be. Lit a few candles there, put the lighter right in the middle of it all. I'll be honest, it was spooky as heck. The air was still and I felt tension in my head. Wasn't sure if it was just me being creeped out or if there was something else going on. Whatever it was, I thought I should leave it alone. So I followed my gut and got the heck out of there. Then what happened? It blew up. What? What do you mean, what? The ladder, it just blew up. Whoa, what do you mean, blew up? Yeah, I think we definitely need more context here. Well, I didn't see it because I was walking towards my car, you see. But I heard it. Pataw! With a little whoosh, followed by a couple of clink clinks. Oh, what kind of sound is that? You know, like something small and metallic blew up. Wouldn't bang work better? No, that's a shot. Wouldn't want to confuse y'all with that. Oh, sorry, Mr. Explosives and Detonation and Firearms Expert. How silly of us. Besides, what is that? You know, pataw. And then what happened? Right, okay. Then I immediately looked back to see it had fallen over with its lid open. The flame, it was burning white. Wow. Ain't gonna lie to y'all, I freaked the frick out. But before I could do anything, two small figures emerged from the corner walking towards the ladder. Did they see you? Yeah, they did. They inspected my ladder while I was just standing there. And they asked me straight up, "Is this ladder yours, guy?" And I said, yeah. Then I fired a question back. You the ones who have been messing with the cars around here lately? And they said yes. Well, sounds like case closed. So they weren't ghosts. Hell no, thank God for that. Then who are they? Let's just say they were close friends of the deceased. They're part of the fairy folk, but I didn't expect them at all. Didn't expect? You know them? Kinda. In fact, they own the gnome noms near my place. Oh wow. Did they know it was your car then? Nope, because I only order takeout. And I usually walk there. What was the reason for all the vandalism then? It all started because of a broken promise. We have to start way back for that. You remember why the tree was there in the first place, right? Yeah. The tragic hit and run. At the time, the court ruling practically let the driver off the hook outside the DUI charge. Well, it sparked a huge protest. Good. In response to it, the mayor at the time gave his word to the victim's family. He promised to keep the tree as a landmark for the community. The vow was kept well after his tenure was over. But he died a few years ago. We all know recently what happened to the tree. I see. So it was their attempt to keep the memory alive. Yeah, because I guess whoever the fuck-ass mayor is now, they wanted the tree pulled up. Not just for their friend, but as remembrance of the injustice as well. And after all the urban renewals this city's gone through, it makes sense if the community that used to be there is gone by now. That's right. There used to be a lot of veteran housing and low-rise apartments in the area. Now it's filled with never-ending projects. God damn. Gentrification away! You okay? Oh, yeah. Sorry. There's something about it bothers me a bit. Like what? Their unique disposition after they pass. It bothers me that their own memories are insufficient to ensure their existence. By failing to remember, we, the outside party, will also gradually lose track of their existence. It just doesn't feel right to me. I get what you mean. Odd erasure of existence. But apparently that's why they keep animals. Nom Nom's owners told me they have a large mastiff living in their place. Others even take care of multiple animals at once. Interesting. I suppose that's why some folk prefer living near the wilderness. But animals don't live long either. Right. But the erasure starts happening if they're completely forgotten, right? Something like that, I guess. I'm not sure. Right, okay. But doesn't that normally happen anyway? How do we pay respect to remember someone who died a long time ago? Like our ancestors, for example. It's our call, isn't it? Every April, Rachel and I would visit my wife's grave. We used to visit her grandparents' graves, too. When my wife was still alive. If our extended family was visiting, they'd join us. We'd clean their gravestones, bring food, and have a feast while catching up. It's how Nekomimis honor the dead, and I'm sure other cultures have their own ways too. Right. I truly think condition. Sorry, somehow I didn't think a song called Derp Nugget was good for this this scene about family and tradition and remembrance of lost ones. I truly think continuing the tradition is something we do for ourselves, though. To remember the deceased and all the reasons they mattered to us. So, except for the weird erased memory part, it sounds on par to me. It's the effort of the living to remember the dead anyway. You're right. Unless you believe in life after death, memories are for us, not the dead. Exactly. It'd be great if we could all remember and help each other. Because keeping track of any sort of history is a team effort. Don't I know it? Since the best way to gain wisdom is to learn from the past, whether it's bad or good. Yeah. Speaking of the Nom Noms owners, though, what happened to them after all that? Oh, right. Did you arrest them? Nope. Huh? Are you going to let them go? Not necessarily. But I got an idea of what I have to do. Right now, I'm just happy there's no ghosts involved. Still, it was truly something else. Yeah, what a night it must have been. It is what it is. What's up, big guy? Something on your mind? No, nothing. Shame about that lighter of yours, though. Oh yeah, it's probably busted, right? That's the thing. Works just fine. Not even a scratch. Really? But that thing blew up, didn't it? Like, pata! Heck, we even debated the sound effects and everything! As I said, it still works fine. So I don't know what else to tell you. I see. You want to know what I think? No. It's haunted. No, it's not.
That thing is definitely haunted! What are you talking about? The white flame is a bit unnatural, I agree.
I remember how you kept forgetting your lighter here. Hey now. A man is allowed to forget stuff as he gets older, no? As for the blowing up, it was probably a well-timed bad chemical reaction or something. This thing is real old after all. If that's the case, you might want to stop carrying it around. At any rate, I believe you now, officer. There's no such thing as coincidence indeed.
I still think it's a ghost, though.
Shut it, Henry! Shush. In any case, mystery solved. For now, at least.
Oh no, I think I have to go now. I didn't realize I missed multiple messages earlier because I was so engrossed in your story. Sorry to rush off. I'll see you all again next time. Sure.
Safe trip. Nice seeing you again, Henry.
Take care.
Oh, there he goes.
Let me move over there. Zip.
No, all that talking made me thirsty. You want anything?
Good.
Then one espresso for me, please. Coffee, coffee. Coffee! Yeah, baby. Oh, and Riona also wanted us to give him her card. They can talk about ghosts and shit. Serve it! What is it? It's Miss Riona's number. She asked me to give it to you. Now what? Huh? Oh, we got the last gal's profile. Favorite things. Food, anything Mormon made with ginger. Music, Metal Maiden. Books, Full Metal Jarhead. What I'm doing with my life, trying to heal myself by helping other people heal. I like that. And we got last thing of Georgie's. Favorite things. Funny cop movies, non-dairy cakes. Dislikes ghosts. What I'm doing with my life. Trying to be a good father to 3 great kids in this ever-changing world and stay a keeper for his lovely missus. Ah, how hetero. She asked me to give it to you. She said she can help you find someone if you need it. Or if you need any information from her. I see. Well, I'm sure it'll come in handy. Thank you. And here's your espresso, officer. Thanks. Great as always. I mean, I think it's pretty hard to fuck up coffee. Like, just basic coffee. Probably also depends on how you make it, though.
So what's next, officer? What's your plan after this?
Other than talking to him, I guess I'll focus on the rumors. Word's going around that cars are being messed up there.
That's kind of expected, though, isn't it?
You know, 'cause they are. No point in adding to citizens' worries when the case is pretty much over. And I don't want bad press to paint over the area's history.
You're right. There's nothing like rumors. Without being stalked, they'll just spiral out of control.
I have a question for you, though. Which do you prefer? Wild rumors or bad press?
That's a tough one. There's no limit to what wild rumors can become, or how far they'll go. But the press can shape a story, report it, and many will believe it as truth. Both are worrying in their own ways.
Fair point. But what if we combine them?
rumor, truth, and press. If we somehow combine them, then I think I have a plan. A crazy one, but a plan nonetheless. Maybe y'all can also add to it. Oh? Sure. It'll take a while to explain, though. Well, I'll be here all night. I got time. Alright then. Brace yourselves, folks. It's gonna be a doozy.
Okay.
Apparently we don't actually get to hear what the plan is. Instead, we just get to preview Aqua's Tranquility. Its earthy yet minty taste relieves indigestion, while the color and smell soothe your senses. And you know what's extra fun? Cliffhangers! Cliffhangers are so much fun! I think that's where we're gonna call it for the night. And by I think, I mean, I know that's where we're calling it for the night because I said so. It's my party. I'll stop if I want to. But yeah, we'll leave it on that lovely cliffhanger. We won't even look at the news or the story or anything. Lest we get spoiled upon something that happens. Find out about the, I got a plan, barista. That's totally what the... That's absolutely what he said when we weren't looking at, you know, when we faded out. But yeah. So I think that is where we're gonna call it for the night. We will continue this, pick up on the cliffhanger, not tomorrow, but on Thursday. Tomorrow it's Wonderlands Wednesday, where we jump back into Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. See a bit more about, oh, excuse me, itchy nose. My nose got itchy and my train of thought just went out my nostril, I guess. But yeah, tomorrow, Tiny Tina's. We'll pick up where we left off, because where we left off was, I think we killed a god, supposedly. I don't know how true that actually is, but I guess we'll find out. And then we will get back to... Oh, excuse me. We'll get back to this on Thursday. And tomorrow, Wonderlands Wednesday, is actually going to be a little earlier than our usual start time. We are going to be starting, if everything goes according to plan, we will start tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So about 2 hours earlier than usual. Because I feel like that, I feel like that'll work out pretty well for everybody involved. So until then, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna raid out. Let's see who we got. Oh look, our buddy Jay's on. Oh, why oh? What's up, Nova? Talk to me, pal. Also, hopefully the reheated Taco Bell wasn't too bad and the soda wasn't completely awful. I mean, after a certain point.
Yeah, I figure that might... Like, if I'm being honest, part of it has to do with the fact that I have to work both of my jobs the next day. I mean, I'll only realistically be out of the house as long as I was today. Like, I'll be home by, like, a certain point on Thursday night. So it's not like it's a super long day or anything, or super heavy duty. I just want to see how it'll work out. And I figure if we start earlier, if we're having a real good time, and we just end up wanting to keep going, we can go for a little longer. Like, with Coffee Talk, I figure this is a good chunk of time, like 2.5, 3 hours to get through a couple of in-game days. That seems to work out pretty well, but with Tiny Tina's, it's like, okay, let me finish this quest, How many more quests am I gonna do? Before you have to give yourself, like, a real hard stopping spot. But I figure if I start a little earlier, we can do some more of that. Or if we get done with that and we want to do something else, or just be done early, whatever, we'll figure it out. We'll play it by ear, and I think starting earlier gives us more time to do that. But that's just my thought. At any rate, we are going to go raid into our lovely friend Jay's stream. She's currently drawing some art and chatting. Get my cursor where I want it to fucking be. Jesus. Drop in your to-go order is here. Cafe raid. Yeah. I have taken to referring to raiding people as bringing them a to-go order. I don't know why. I just think it's cute. My raid message, I'll do what I want. Yeah, let's go share some cafe love with Jay. She's very sweet. Good friend of the cafe. She's a big fan of boba, which is why you keep getting it when you don't want it from me. But y'all have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow for Wonderlands.